Hello, this is Sean, and welcome to my Valley of the Gods video from January 28th, 2015. This is from my Utah trip, and you can see some pictures I took of Monument Valley in the background on the far left side of the road before I even approached Valley of the Gods itself. Now, Valley of the Gods is something I only discovered by looking on Wikipedia, and I realized it was just north of Monument Valley, and it was a free, you can hike anywhere, drive-off trail section of Utah. So it's almost like a free version of Monument Valley, and so I decided that I would explore the region, and you can see pictures of it from the side of the road as I approached, and of course as you get further in the video and once you get into the actual video, you'll see the names of everything. And a lot of these will be named further on in the video. And of course now I'm getting into should be getting close to the map now. You can see the road that leads in there. And I think this is one of the maps. It has the Valley of the Gods symbol and everything. And I zoomed in on the central map, which shows a lot of the formations. And it's where I got a lot of the names. I also got them from sites about it, like Seven Sailors Butte. And if you look, you can almost see seven figures on top. I guess that's where it gets its name. And of course, you can see off into the distance a couple of others, of course. And there's the gravel road. Now that leads you right to Seven Sailors Butte. I mean, a few of the pictures I took are from long distance. And there's Rooster Butte, which you can see on the left side of an earlier picture. Now, I didn't find names for every single formation. But of course, I couldn't resist taking a picture of my car in the foreground with some of the formations in the background. There's Setting Hen Butte. I don't know, I think Rooster Butte's on its far left. And there's Valley of the Gods again, you can see from the distance. But of course, I couldn't resist hiking off trail for a while because, after all, you can do it for free and you can get a lot of good pictures of the rock formations and everything. I mean, look at that big valley there. If someone wanted, they could walk all the way across there, but since the car and the twisting road took me past all those formations anyway, and therefore towards the valley walls, I saw no reason to do too much walking. Mostly just drive the gravel road and take the pictures from the car, and you could see everything. I mean, this was late January. It was a comfortable temperature. It wasn't too warm. It wasn't too cold. And I think coming up is another picture. There's a close-up view of Rooster Butte there. And this was taken all with a digital camera, mostly. Cell phone pictures from my Galaxy 3 at the time will be included later in the video. And this view I'm particularly proud of because it really shows the awe and majesty of Valley of the Gods itself. That might even be a car in the background. Battleship Rock, that's the one on I think it's on the left. There's another view of the gravel road leading to the formations again. It's so beautiful. I'm so glad I was able to see that. There's a close-up view. I think that's a close-up view. Could be Battleship Rock, could be something else. I wasn't able to find names for all the formations, and some of the pictures turned out a bit blurry. But if you look at the next picture, it's beautiful. I mean, I had a car racing game in the 80s that my father let me play. And this, I finally saw it in real life when I came here. And of course, you got out of the car, you got onto the ground, and you can see the scrub brush and everything. And there's Castle Butte itself. Now that is in most of the next pictures. But from the distance, North Tower on the left, Arrow Spire on the right. Another view of Castle Rock there. That's when I started hiking, I think. As you can see, the scrub brush close. There's my car. Now, don't worry, I'm not in Alberta anymore, so I don't have that license plate anymore. But that's Franklin Butte in the distance. Oh, that's quite a beautiful formation. I think that's part of Castle Rock. Can't be sure, because look at how small my car is around under Castle Butte. Apparently Castle Rock is a formation in Monument Valley itself, which you'll see later in the video. You can see the desert scrub brush there as I was hiking. And some jet trails across the sky and everything like that. So it's quite beautiful, the rock formations, the reddish orange. I mean, a couple of the pictures. Oh, look at that. I don't know what else to call that except giant seat. Franklin Butte's in the background, I think. And there's my car. You saw how far I was able to get from my car. And there's a close-up shot of Franklin Butte. Probably crop my car out of the way. And the next formation, again from my research, is called Lady in the Bathtub. You can see why she's sitting up there. And there's another picture of, see, a little valley in the big valley with all the scrub brush in the middle of it. Close-up view of Franklin Butte. Okay, that's good. Because as the road wound your way closer, you got there. And there's a formation apparently called Hidden Tower. And I think the next picture shows a close-up view, well, a far-off view. See Monument Valley? It's far enough in the distance that all the formations are blue, not gray. And there were a few I wasn't able to get a name for, but I think that's Hidden Tower again. Look, I think there's a vehicle in the background, or a trailer or somebody, almost by a body of water. Now there's a bunch of gravel hills and stuff. That's what Air Raiders Landscape reminded me of. And then, of course, I got back on the road again. You could start to see Monument Valley in the distance. I took a few close-up pictures. Eventually pulled over, close, I guess, to Forrest Gump Point. And I think I zoomed in a bit on the next picture so you could really see the road leading to Valley of the Gods. And it was getting close to sunset. And then as I got closer, of course, I took all the pictures en route. So even if I wasn't able to drive on the road, because it was closed by the time I got there, at least I got pictures and views of the formations as I approached. I figured that was better than nothing. Now, I didn't know at the time that it closed at 5 p.m. and that I got there late because I was busy in Valley of the Gods, but I wouldn't have traded Valley of the Gods for anything because it was so beautiful. And a lot less commercialized, a lot less restricted, but it was beautiful seeing the pillars up close. I mean, you get right past them, as you can see on the left side of the road, before you backtrack to get into the site itself, which you'll see in the next few pictures. But I couldn't resist taking all the pictures from the side of the road while I was in the area. Even in the next picture over top of the hood of my car, as you can see here. Of course, that's on the right side, so that might have been taking a picture of, maybe Valley of the Gods extends on both sides of the road and not just one of them. That's probably it. Quite beautiful. That's probably a mile marker on the right side of the picture. And, of course, you can see one of the iconic Mittens formations there in the distance. And, of course, the other formations that are long before the Mittens, of course. And let's see what see, other people were taking pictures. It wasn't just me. And look at how far back those things go. When I go to Utah again, I intend to start with Monument Valley and then go to the other parks. Go to Canyonlands and Islands in the Sky and everywhere I can. If I go in the off-season, you don't have to get the National Park's timed entry permit. It only applies between April and October, I think. So these are pictures I took from the visitor center because, as they told me, it was closed at 5 p.m. and I got there just after 5. However, I was able to take pictures from the restaurant terrace, as you can see here. I think that's one of the Mittens in the distance. There's the iconic postcard shot, which is also seen in the Wikipedia image for Monument Valley. You can see the far right there, and you can see the dirt road winding its way through the Mittens, of course. And I couldn't resist, as the sun was setting, taking a few pictures across the parking lot with the rock formation silhouetted in the background. And then once the sun set, ironically, I was able to get a clearer image of the same thing I'd taken a few moments before. The sky's a bit bluer, and you can see the formation beyond the parking lot there. So I was getting ready to go because, well, I'd had my supper. Or maybe I was taking these before supper. I'm trying to remember now. Probably after supper, yeah, because it's really getting dark now. You can see how blue the sky is getting. And so as I made my way south of Monument Valley, heading towards Las Vegas, because that's where I spent the night, I couldn't resist taking a few more pictures of the rock formations and everything. And so that's the end of the Valley of the Gods and Monument Valley video. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you here next week. Bye-bye.